Eba, chegando ao vivo, chegando na rede social, no Facebook, mais tarde no YouTube. Boa noite, gente linda. Mais um encontro iluminado de histórias com Osho. A gente está juntinho, compartilhando amor. Simples, amor. Não é mesmo, Sufi, Abiro?
Boa noite. Hoje é um dia especial por vários motivos. Estamos comemorando 4 anos de programa. Completou sábado passado, dia 28 de setembro, que a gente começou esta aventura. Osho,
É,
estamos aqui hoje com um episódio muito especial. A gente fica aguardando as pessoas entrarem. Boa noite, Devavi. Boa noite, Sushila. Estou acompanhando aqui pelo celular. Xana, boa noite também. A gente aguarda um pouquinho as pessoas irem entrando. Boa noite, Nadira, Parita. Enquanto isso, Madira também, boa noite. Bom dia, boa madrugada para quem nos assistir depois.
ai,
Enquanto
gente.
a gente vai esperando as pessoas entrarem, a gente dá os nossos recados. Primeiro, mais uma vez, reforçando, a gente está fazendo 4 anos de programa. Esse é o episódio de número 163, e realmente é um episódio especial com Swaha, e nosso mestre agora. Ficamos muito felizes com essa entrevista linda. Já começo agradecendo a equipe de edição da Sanga do Swaha, Devadasi, Buvi, pelo trabalho todo que tiveram de nos entregar essa transmissão, essa gravação praticamente pronta. Também agradecemos a nossa equipe, HcO, Parita, Miguel Fine, Catarina Lira, Priscila Garcia. Agradecemos também nossa fotógrafa Gisele Catarino, que nos cedeu as imagens da aurora boreal da Noruega, coincidentemente. Perfil no Instagram, @GGIMeguia. Também aos grupos, às páginas de Osho que transmitem junto com a gente transmitem essa transmissão, é ótimo, né?
Ih, o
Que
Nelson. Ah, não, o seu Nelson está
transmitem
aqui.
essas lives, que é o Osho Sem Fronteiras, Gabriel Sananda e equipe. Esperamos que volte ao ar, porque está tendo problemas com a instituição. Também o Neosânias Nova Realidade, Francisco Siqueira e equipe. Enquanto eu vou dando os recados, a Mina vai compartilhando essa transmissão. Agradecemos também aos nossos apoiadores que contribuem com doações para o programa. Chave Pix, a Mina deixa nos comentários fixos. Ficamos muito felizes com qualquer valor que nos ajude a levar esse trabalho adiante. Também agradecemos nossa Sanguinha, que é um pequeno grupo de pessoas que está sempre conosco e nos ajuda a divulgar esse trabalho. E importante o recado também, nós estamos com uma certa instabilidade na internet hoje. Há pouco reiniciamos tanto o meu modem quanto o modem da Mina, para ver se a gente evita isso. Se acontecer, saibam que a gente volta, se travar, fique firme. E também, amanhã, ou no máximo 2 dias, esta transmissão vai estar em 2 playlists no YouTube. Uma só com a entrevista em inglês e outra com tudo, essa nossa introdução, inclusive em português. Tá? Recado importante também, nós não somos um canal oficial do Osho, não temos nenhum vínculo com a Fundação Osho Internacional, Somos apenas um grupo de amigos contadores de histórias.
Histórias com Osho. E com Swaha.
Melhor que melhor que Netflix.
Melhor que Netflix. Ah, bem melhor que Netflix. Viu, gente?
Acho que demos todos os recados e agradecimentos. Vamos embora?
Vamos embora, gente. Aproveitem. Muito amor desse mestre nessa entrevista. Foi super especial para a gente. Mais uma, né? Mais um encontro fantástico. E no final a gente está aqui para dar um tchauzinho.
Okay. Namaste.
Namaste.
Namaste, Babaji.
So welcome, Babaji, to
Thank you,
Histórias
thank
com
you.
Osho again.
Welcome you.
We are very happy
Yes.
to with you again, to be with you again. So let's start with the questions.
Okay.
Okay. In the first interview with you, I was caught by your being, your light, your shininess in wonder. In the second interview, you just hooked me up and slowly broke my shield of protection. So now here we are again as your disciples. And thank you for this wonderful experience. What kind of magic is that?
Is love, no? Love is the magic. Or truth, or consciousness. That is the magic. That is the transform. That's what transforms people. And that's why also people are afraid of coming close, no? Because this can happen, which is a blessing. When it happens, it's a blessing. But the ego and the personality is always afraid. It's afraid. It's longing for it, and at the same time it's afraid. That's the paradox, no? That's the paradox of humans. But you are lucky because you got hooked. You couldn't escape anymore. And then you see the outcome, no? So that's why I say that surrendering, let go, is not in your hands. It's something bigger, no? If it's real, it's something bigger. It's something that takes over. So your resistance, your barriers disappear, no? You have to follow it. That's the call of the master.
Ah. I can't. I must breathe a little bit.
This is going there.
Yeah, it's touching my heart. So, the next. Many traditions state that we have 5 states of consciousness. 3 are relative, dense or gross, subtle, and casual or non-dual. And there are 2 final states, that is Turiya, witnessing consciousness, and Turiyatita, besides Turiya, or as the Tibetans call it, unique flavor. I love this name, unique flavor. And, or the Sufis call it supreme identity.
Mm.
Could you comment on these states?
Every tradition or so many masters have tried to make a kind of roadmap, no? So that is what it is. But it can be helpful and it can be not. I never been interested in that, and I'm surprised that my Amina talking this esoteric question, asking these esoteric questions, because your heart already is happy. So this is more mental, no? Isn't it?
Yes.
It is.
I
So
have
I
a big head.
I caught you. Huh? I caught you. Huh? You were trying to ask the master some intelligent question. Hmm?
Yes.
But it is something in it, of course. Let's see. For me, it's like they talk about 3 stages, 4 stages, 5, 7, 9, 12. It's different from different tradition, no? Like the chakra system is very well known, no? 7 levels, no? 7 chakras. So this, with the gross body, that is, they call it 5 seeds or 4 seeds. Or sheets, different levels, like you're peeling something, you're opening. So to go into the next, you have to be fulfilled or ripe in one seed, no? When the seed comes to a ripeness, then it opens. If it doesn't get the nourishment, if it doesn't grow, then it doesn't open, yeah? So this comes from that most people, they have it, everybody has it, but the seed might not open. Huh? It might be there, the potential, but it might not open. So the first is the gross body, no? That is the, what I would call like the animal self, no? That you have from the past. Like I say many times in satsang, that humans, they all look the same, but some is just animals, huh? And some is Buddhas, yeah? But you cannot see this from the outside, because you only see the body, yeah? So the first, the gross body, is the people, you are just stuck in the physical body, you know? That's all what you know, yeah? Which is, I think, majority of the people, no? They only live to eat, huh? And that is like an animal. So that is the lowest, the gross body. That's what they call the gross seed. So on that level, what helps is to become more aware what one eats, yeah? Vegetarian food to make the energy lighter, not so gross, because animal products also pull you down. That's where it comes from, this, that the meditators and monks and nuns and yogis and sadhus, they eat vegetarian food and they don't eat too much, no? Because then the energy can rise and the body feels light. You should have a light body so you can meditate, otherwise it's dense, yeah? It gets more heavy. So you see, on that, it just reminds me like how the world is now. We are just starting to see that it becomes in the mainstream, no? Yoga, It's only been very popular now the last 10 years, 15 years, no? Vegetarian, vegan, all these things, no? To live healthy, exercise. This is something that is, but it is on the basic level now, it's on the gross body. You are still identified, focused on the physical body. So, that's the whole system from yoga, which is not, it's like a science. Yeah, I'm just going through it now because for me, it's just words. Yeah, because in reality you are already free. Huh? So this is like it's a roadmap, no, from some master. So then you come to the second, which is more the energy body or chi, prana. Yeah. On that level, that's where all the breathing techniques, the pranayama, all this, because then you get more energy, no? You lightening up your energy body. You become more weightless, more pure, yeah? More oxygen, yeah? So on that level, it's very important to use the body to get oxygenized, no? Prana, that's where pranayama came from. So that is the next. Then you have the mental body. The mental body, most people are totally stuck in that because it's so polluted. That's what I would call conditioning. Yeah? You have all your information from the outside. Yeah? You don't have your own thinking, no? So on that level, you have to be free of all your mental garbage, no? All your mental garbage you have to get free of. So that's the challenge on that level, which is where groups, catharsis, you know? That is where that, like Osho, he made dynamic meditation, all this catharsis meditation, which had never been used before, no? In meditation, everybody should just sit and meditate, no? But he realized that the modern man, he has to throw out this. He's not natural anymore, no? He's too dense. So on that level, you have to get rid of your mental imprints in your mind, your pollution as such, your mental pollution, no? Which is very difficult. In a way, it's all difficult. Huh? It's not easy. But this is just like a map for that to become natural, no? So each level, you open up that to the next. You are finished with one, you know, you go beyond the body, you get more energy. You open up your energy field, you can feel chi, prana, healing, energy moving, the currents, and then getting rid of your knowledge, your mind. Then, after that comes more your spontaneous mind, spontaneous energy, yeah? That is more your, when the mind is unpolluted. The mind is there, but like the Buddhists, they talk about pure mind. Yeah, have you heard that? Pure mind, no? Or natural mind. That is when the mind is unpolluted. Yeah? So that is when you have emptied out everything, then first your mind can be clear. Then it's not your enemy that pulls you down, it becomes your friend because it's not polluted. You see clearly. All these stages, of course, in my own experience, the best is to be with an enlightened master because then you get that energy. Yeah? Otherwise, it's very, very difficult, you know, because you don't have that energy source to help you. So when your mind is natural, or the big mind, like the Buddhists call it, you have the small mind, which is the false mind, the ego mind, and you have the big mind, it is the existential mind, or the free mind. So then again, this is not easy, because look how much pollution people have in the body, in the energy, in the knowledge. All this have to be cleaned out. Only then you can move on. Then the fifth is the bliss body. Bliss body. Yeah? Because then you are natural. And your natural state is bliss. In India they call it Ananda Mai Kosha. It is your bliss body. Because they say, a name for God also, they say Sat Chit Ananda. That is truth, consciousness, bliss. The highest is bliss. It's not truth, it's not consciousness, it's bliss, they say, no? So that is one way of saying it, because then it's nothing, it's just, you're just enjoying yourself. That is the bliss body. Then it's just, you're totally cleaned out. No? Now you are not identified with your body, your mind, your emotions. All that is left beyond you. You are reclaiming your being. Then is the bliss body. Yeah? You have had you had many you had many masters who went into that. Like one famous one is Ramakrishna. He used to be so gone in his bliss body that he couldn't function. No? He couldn't function. Yeah. So different people, first, is very unique that human beings come there, no? But then it works in different ways. Like Ramana Maharshi, he was more just in silence, yeah? He was sitting in silence, no? But in that silence, it was pure bliss, yeah? So how it comes true is different. So what is after the bliss body? After the bliss body is just, that's where the mystic says, I'm God, I'm Brahma, I'm that. Then there is no more separation, but then is no more you then, yeah? You are just a hollow bamboo. You are just a witness. There is no more personality. There is no more experience as such. There is just awareness or witnessing. So, now we talked a bit about that.
I had some difficulties to write questions because all of them I would feel just stupid. Any question I would write, I just feel stupid. Then I just realized that what you are talking is not words, but is something beyond words, beyond questioning. But anyway, we have to talk about something.
That's what I said, but that is very right. That's why when Amina asked me that question, I said, this is more your esoteric mind, no, to ask something. Because it doesn't make sense, because if you are a true disciple, if you are feeling the master, that is it. That is satsang, that is truth, That is the opening, that is the bliss, that is the love. It goes beyond the words. But that is only for somebody who has that connection. Yeah? It's only for somebody who is sensitive to receive that, who has gone through the questions. Yeah? It's a time for everything. So be happy that you don't find an intelligent question, because there is not.
Okay, I'll go to the second. And
Yeah, let's
it's related.
play.
Yeah,
Let's play.
it's somehow related to the first one. It's like when I heard about you first time, my friends that were with you already, I've understood it intellectually, and seeing you, I could see the beauty, but I could not connect, you know. Then it took me a while to do, as I said before. And whenever I see something beautiful, I would like to share with my friends. I would like all my sannyasi friends to come and see your beauty, or even Vishrants or another Buddhas also. But why is so hard to the people who had already been with an enlightened being as Osho and not immediately recognize when in front of another one?
It's very natural. Because to find a master is very difficult. But then to go beyond that image, that the master is just the name and the form, that is even more difficult, no? So many people, they are clinging to the name and the form of Osho, yeah? But Osho was just a channel for the divine being, no? For light, for love, yeah? That is what all masters are. All the awakened ones are just a vehicle for that, yeah? To bring that light into the world, no? So people, they hang up that this is my master, yeah? And then, of course, many people, they get envious, they get disturbed, because they realize that they are not free, yeah? They didn't get free, they are not awakened. So if they see another disciple just like them, and many people knew me, yeah? I was always in the ashram, no? So many people know about me, but it's also then many things comes up, like the human things on the lower level, yeah? So it's not so easy to go beyond your mind or your emotions. So people can be jealous, they can be envious, they can bring up, oh, I knew that guy, you know, I knew Vasant, yeah? And he was a rascal, yeah? He was just fooling around and driving motorbike and drinking beer and like this, no? I know, he was just like me, you know? So then it's very difficult because it provokes you. It provokes you. So that can bring up very easily in people that unconscious jealousy, anger, and competition. So you have people, it depends where that human being is. You understand? It depends where you are in your consciousness, in your opening, no? Because you can take that, you get annoyed or you deny it, that somebody is enlightened, because you are not enlightened. Then why? Then it's a competition, because you still function on that ego level, no? That you want to be somebody, or you are spiritual. It's always been like that. I remember Osho also said, you know, like people are coming from my childhood. I know this guy, you know. He cannot be enlightened. It's always been like that, of course. Because people only see the name and the form, no? They think they know. But when people awaken, then it's all that is gone. And that's why if you don't have a longing for that, if you are not sensitive enough to feel that, then you won't feel it. Yeah? You can easily pass a Buddha and you don't feel it. And other people who are sensitive, they will be in tears, no? So, and with Osho, he had so many people. There was many people who wasn't intimate or felt, who had gone through that with Osho. It's not so easy. And you cannot recognize an enlightenment if you are not enlightened. The closer you are to your own potential, yeah, the more open you are to your own potential, to your own flowering, yeah. So, the more longing heart you have, the more you recognize it. You understand? So, if this longing is alive in you, you are thirsty for truth, for consciousness, for evolving, yeah, to flower. Then you will recognize an enlightened being. But if you are not, if you are still tangled up with all the desires on the physical and mental levels, then you won't recognize it. Yeah, you are following?
Yes.
So that's how it is. So when you came closer, then you got hooked. That's the thing, because then you cannot deny it. So there's many people like that also, that they deny it first and they judge it, and they have to go through their mental thing. And then if they are so lucky to come closer, then this will disappear. Yeah? Then there is new challenges, no? Because then you come closer. But on a distance, then you can judge more easy, no? Because you haven't felt it. When you first have felt it, you cannot deny it. Yeah? And then you have other people that is, when they see a Buddha or they come to satsang, then they just go, you know, like having a sunbath. I want to open, yeah? Tears comes, you know, laughter comes, peace comes, gratitude comes, yeah? So this is a longing, this is an open human being, no? Who is longing for truth, who is sensitive, who feels, yeah, beyond the mental thoughts, yeah? You feel it. So that, it depends on the human being, no? We are all on different stages of evolution. Like I say, everybody looks like human beings, but you don't know what is inside. So it's, even if people have been with Osho, that doesn't mean that they are that sensitive. No, I call it like a second sannyas. No. One thing is to get the name and the sannyas, but another thing is when you really open, when you surrender. No, when you let go. So you cannot recognize an enlightenment if you are not open for enlightenment. If you are open yourself for that possibility for yourself, then you will recognize, no? And if you really recognize, then you yourself have to be enlightened, no? Like Rumi says, he says, if you want to know what love is, become a lover. If you want to know what enlightenment is, become enlightened, no? It's like that. Yeah, isn't it? That's how it. Yeah. If you want to know how ice cream tastes, eat ice cream, no? So that's the fact of life. You cannot think about that. And when you come close to a awakened one, then you will be challenged. You will have to look at it, So I'm reminding you of that, no? I was waiting for you. Okay, next question.
When I'm meditating, I feel these 3 stages that I mentioned in the first question. I feel the gross when I close my eyes. I feel my mind, my como é que é barulho? Sophie?
Noise.
My noise,
Mm-hmm.
inner noise. Then when I stay a little bit, I can feel my energy body.
Mm-hmm.
I can feel the energy, and it's great to be there. And sometimes when I stay longer, I can feel something deeper, like I tell the non-dual. There is my mind became afastada,
Detached.
longe de mim.
Detached.
Touch and very silent, and very like my mind, my mind, something like that. And there is a path that I know that I'm meditating, a guide for me. That's why I asked the first question, because it can help somebody to realize that we have different stages of consciousness that happens all the time when we close our eyes.
Yes. And it takes time for those to settle, no? I mean, no, you have been on the path, you are meditating, you are with me, so these things will happen quicker and quicker. I call it like the foundation, yeah? Like the body is at peace, yeah? You forget the body, yeah? You are not involved with the physical activities, no? You just sit. Then the next, the mind, the thoughts, no? When the mind also, you let go, then the energy comes forth, the natural energy, no? Then it moves by itself, no? That is like the awakening of the Kundalini, you could say, yeah? And that is like a shower inside, yeah? Like a golden shower inside. And it moves wherever it wants to move, no? So when these things are happening naturally or easily, these stages, then it goes into total peace, no? Just awareness. Yeah? And when you get used to that, then that follows you. Yeah? So it becomes easier and easier. But that's how it is. If you want to talk about stages, but it happens very different from people to people. That's why I said it's like a map, with the gross body, the subtle body, the energy body, all this, with the bliss body, or the chakras, or the different levels, is all different. Yeah? But that's how it is. I remember that from myself. Yeah? I was sitting with Osho, and then you start evaporating, And then the mind first gets freaked when it starts happening again and again, because I didn't find myself, no? And then I trusted the master, no? Yeah, you allow that to happen, to disintegrate as such, to disappear, no? And when you allow that, when any fear is gone, the last thing, the last remnants of fear, that you are disappearing, you are dying, yeah? So then when you allow that dying, total bliss. Because there's nobody there to die. That is the mind, that is the fear, no? So this is one of the, is the secret, is one of the secrets, esoteric secrets, known which is totally open on the part, is that, like the Sufi says and all the tradition says, die before you die, no? Die before you die. Because if you die before you die, then there is no death, no fear of death. Huh? And what happens in that? You disappear, you disintegrate. You're not in your body anymore, no? So if you learn, that is the essence of meditation. To get used to that space, to that consciousness. I am that. I'm not the body, I'm not the mind, I'm not the emotions, I'm not the feelings. I am consciousness, I'm awareness. No? Poof. So the more and more you get used to that space, the more and more that space will follow you, because it is your natural space. It is your natural space. But that's why it's a paradox. I say, for me, the gross body or the chakras or the non-dual or the kundalini, it is all words, because I am in the natural space. It's beyond any form, any technique, any teaching. It's just is, no? So when you allow that to happen more and more, then it will follow you, because it's waiting for you. It's not only you who want to have peace, but peace wants you also. Yeah, God wants you also, no? Yeah. And that's why many times I remind people, be aware what you wish for, no? Where your desire go, yeah? Where your desire go. Because people, they want all kinds of things. Who wants this, no? Who is focused on that? So if you are longing for that, then it will happen. That's why you are here also. And then again, nothing helps more than to be with the Master. Because then it gives you that acknowledgement. You see that this is the potential. This is my possibility. Yeah? And then it gives you trust. So that is the thing. In that space, when everything is gone, then how to function from that place. That is what the mind says. Yeah? But it's totally fine. It just takes time, no? Trust it. Then life goes on, whatever, but you are the witness.
Well, what you just said, it's related to my third and her third question. It's almost the same. It's like, how does it feel to look at the world through the eyes of a Buddha?
when the Buddha is there is no Buddha. It's the only watching. There's nobody who is identified that I'm watching this, or how is it to watch this, or what is this watching? When if you watch, what do you say? If you watch a falling star, have you seen a falling star, shooting star? If you watch a shooting by surprise, you see you are out in the dark, no? And then you see a falling star, the biggest. It's like, wow. When you see that, how do you feel? You don't know, because you are there with the star, no? There's no separation. You are in awe. You are in awe. You are totally present in the moment, no? Then you forget yourself. It's not like Sufi seeing this, look, feel, no? This happening, no, it's instant. So it's like that. It is. And it's beautiful. Look, the green trees, I can hear the river, and the mountains, and the birds. And I'm wondering, when is Amina and Sufi coming to Dharma Mountain?
You say Osho is a rascal. You are a rascal too.
Well, same family, no? The family of divine rascals.
Amina, now we have to do that. No way.
I won't let you escape.
It's my question or yours? It's like the same question that Sufis. How do you see or feel? No more interview. No more.
Try again.
Okay. How do you see or realize or feel energy fields? The people's energy field. You felt it. How is it?
When you see clearly, when there is no projections, yeah, when there is no projection of the mind, then you see things clearly, no? And it's the same thing with the energy. You just see, like you see the birds, you see the people, yeah? So it's like that. You know, if you see a fool, you see a fool. If you see a beautiful being, you see a beautiful being. It's like that. It is, things are just as they are. There's no judgment involved in it. Things are just like they are, no? And dealing with so many people, you know, thousands of people in satsang, and I have seen that many people, write beautiful, but it's not real with their energy, So many times I tell people, you cannot fool me, because it's not what you are writing, yeah? It's who you are, no? So that's how it is. Things are like they are, no? Everything is fine. It's like that.
Shall I ask the next question?
Yeah.
I've seen a documentary about Mahayoga Lakshmi. I heard she used to speak in the third person. And I used to do that also while writing. Is it of any help to disidentify from the ego?
Maybe. It depends on your type, I would say, because like everybody is different. And for me, that is just one technique, like it's hundreds of techniques, no? So if something that works for you is great. I totally understand it for somebody like Lakshmi. It was natural for her and it helped her because she was totally devoted. She was like a complete surrender to the master, to Osho. And I was many times with Lakshmi, and we had great fun. She was also a good rascal, even though she looked very... Because she had to go to Bombay many times. This was in Pune 1, yeah? And I used to drive the car. We had a car in the ashram, and then I used to drive her, like her driver. And we became good friends. In fact, she was the one I talked to first when I came to the ashram, in the main office. This little woman was sitting in this big chair in the office, and I came in there, and straight away we hit it off, I was like a sadhu boy, like a little wild boy. I wanted to see the master, yeah? And from that moment, we became more and more friends. And when I was sitting outside Osho's room as his guard, then Lakshmi was the only one who came with all the papers, his questions, and information, what was happening in the ashram. So we always met there, in the corridor outside his room. So it was a very special place. So we had an intimate love relationship through the master. And then I started driving her to town. And when we stopped in restaurants and had our lunch and stuff, I also started playing with this because she talked like that. Lakshmi want this, Lakshmi want that, like that. But yeah, if it feels natural, but it's just another thing, no? It can also become a trip for people, no? For some people it can become a trip, like a spiritual, like doing a mantra or something, But maybe it's a reminder. I never thought about it. I know it's difficult to put the name. When I answer letters or something, it's very seldom I don't put any name because I don't have any name. Who am I? maybe a heart, no? So it's like that. Even after Oregon, I used to always go and visit Lakshmi and have lunch with her or dinner in Mumbai, on the way to the ashram. No? I loved her. I still love her a lot. She was very close. She was one of the gems for me. Really. Because totally absorbed in the master. And that intensity we both had, no? I would die for my master.
For Osho, the human being should be both Zorba and Buddha. Matter and spirit walking together. And how is it for you?
I'm a perfect example of that. Isn't it? I'm living his vision. I'm teaching his vision. I am that. Soba the Buddha. That's the new man. No division. The whole world is ours. Seeking nothing, having everything. That for me is just the natural being, is just the natural way of life. There is absolutely no conflict in anything. That is the non-dual in living, where the opposites meet, the yin and yang, the alpha and the omega, the night and the day, the man and the woman. Everything is life. That is Soba the Buddha. It's a celebration, meditation. There is silence, there is dance. That's what I'm teaching. Just know I'm living in this, I don't see any houses, only rivers and mountains and forest. And 200 people are here coming. We're starting a retreat in 2 days. What are they, how come they come up here? It's something that's like you said, something is there, no? It's always been like that. It's the bees are coming to the honey, no? It's nourishment for the soul. Consciousness, love, truth is energy for the soul. Is food for your heart. And that's what the world needs now, to waken up that side now. Like Jesus said, you cannot only eat, you cannot only live by bread alone. You cannot only live by bread alone. But where do we find who is serving the divine food? Only the awakened ones can serve that. So those who are thirsty, those who are hungry for the divine, for peace, for bliss, they find the masters. It's always been like that. That's why you couldn't escape. Because your soul is longing for it. And lucky are you that you surrender to your own heart and soul. Any more questions now?
Yes, the last one. Being physically close to you is like pumping energy, pumping the honey you just said into the heart. Yeah. What can be done to keep that energy while not in the Buddha field?
This is something, that question comes up so often for people, almost in every retreat, no? How to take care of it. Well, the main thing is that it has happened. You have felt it, no? You have tasted the honey, and you want more. That's why you ask how to take care of it, because it's so delightful, it's so blissful that you want to take care of it, no? So then it's up to you now, where have your focus more and more on that. That is meditation, that is devotion, that is surrender. Stay in touch. Stay in touch with the Master, with meditation, with silence. Look to anything in your life that is disturbing that, no? So more and more you take care of that space, that your focus is the honey, this focus is bliss, this focus is silence, this focus is consciousness. That's what it comes down to, because it's so, the habit of the mind is so strong that is very difficult, which you know. You're an old sannyasin. And when you're alone, it's very difficult to take care of. And in my own experience, the supreme help is to be in satsang or with the Master, because then it's like that. But that infusion, or that, what did you call it?
Pumping.
Pumping energy, or this is like it's like an energy field, no? It's like a fragrance of bliss, of silence. That is what really helps, no? And then you know it. Most people don't know that they have that space, no? So the Master is an igniter of that, yeah? No, there is no more doubt. That space is there. That consciousness is there. That bliss is there. Now, how to take care of it, no? That is the question, no? So in my experience is to be connected in some way, do more and more good work, no? Be compassionate, no? Meditate. Like I say, even 15 minutes a day, which I said many times, I don't even say do meditation 1 hour like Osho. If you can do that, great. But when you already have connected with that space in yourself, even 15, 20 minutes a day is enough if you really take that space. That's how you take care of it. It's like if you are with your beloved, You want to take care of it. How do you take care of it? You pay attention. Huh? You pay attention. You show the love. So that's what you have to do with yourself. That is what meditation is. You show love. I want this. I want to remember. I want to come back to that space. That is the discipline. That is the sadhana, no? And then more and more you do that, existence or God or your own soul will be more and more happy. Ah, here's somebody who remembers. Most humans have forgotten. They don't take care of it. And the way I see it, that is the main problem in the world. That humans have forgotten. They have lost this connection with the divine self, which is the true being. And the more connection you have with your own true self, with your transcendental self, everything falls into place. Everything. Because you become part of the whole. Everything is taken care of. The mind, the ego never understand that. But something in you understand that, because you are doing the right thing. You are surrendering to the truth, to love, to consciousness. And that is what the Master is igniting, to remind people of. No? So your responsibility is to go back to that. Or listen to satsang, remember something that connects you with that space. The more you can invite that space to sit in the honeypot, yeah? The more you sit in that, nothing, just bliss. The more you integrate it, no? Of course, it's like that with everything. The more your attention, you have to have your attention on what is important. So then coming back to my dear Divya, then all these different bodies or sheets we were talking about, all that is just a preparation in a way, which is immense in itself. But when you are in that blissful space of non-doing, of your natural space, where you are not identified with any thoughts, no? Just energy, bliss, contentment, space. Then the ultimate happens by itself. That is not something we can practice. It's the flowering of being in that space. That is a gift of existence, of God. It's a grace. It's grace. That is true surrender. It's beyond you. We can do. We can practice. We can be connected. Nurture the love. Be a light in the world. Share. Be compassionate, loving, friendly, peaceful. All this we can do, But the ultimate, God does. So, my Sufi man, that's the thing, when you say it's like pumping energy or delight into your heart, to be with the Master. And that is the most helpful, Because then again and again you feed that space in you. And one day all doubt is gone, no? No, I mean, any questions now? Any esoteric questions now? No.
No, no,
No.
no.
What
Everything
is
disappeared.
everything disappear, no?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
This is only an excuse to be closer to you. You know that.
So we are longing for the next interview.
Yes. Why not?
Presentially.
Yes. Yes.
Is that a promise?
There is no promises, but there's big possibilities.
Okay.
Yeah. I will take care of you guys when you are there, no? Because not only you miss me, but I miss you too. That's love, no? That's love. May everyone be happy and find peace. Jai Osho.
Jai Osho.
Jai Osho.
Em palavras, né? Realmente. Muito especial. Único. Profundo.
Semana que vem temos mais um episódio do HcO. Gente, muito obrigado por estarem conosco.
Daqui a pouquinho, na playlist do YouTube. Entra lá no YouTube, Divya10. Playlists. Histórias com Osho, temporada 8. Daqui a pouquinho o vídeo está subindo lá, com a legenda em ordem, com tudo com mais qualidade. Realmente a transmissão ao vivo tem dessas oscilações. Mas já está subindo. Acabando a live aqui, eu já vou subir, tá? E vou subir também na playlist, tem, para quem fala inglês, Stories with Osho, né? Então tem a versão em inglês lá. Bom.
Boa noite.
Boa noite. Será que encerra dessa vez? Vamos ver, porque não tem encerrado nessa Facebook aqui, né? Mas vamos ver. Tchau, gente. Até semana que vem.